From mic drop moments to the McDonald's parody.
Look, me and the McDonald's people.
These are the weirdest facts about Coming to America that nobody actually knew. Before it became Coming to America, Eddie Murphy's story had a simpler and more soulful name, The Quest. His vision was about a prince's journey to find love and genuine human connection beyond wealth and status. But Paramount Pictures wanted something flashier, a name that screamed blockbuster, so The Quest became Coming to America. That simple change shifted the movie's entire image. It went from sounding like a quiet, self-discovery tale to something bolder and far more marketable. Speaking of Eddie Murphy's creative choices, there's something he was surprisingly firm about from the start.
Excuse me for a moment.
When the script was first developed, the lead character was actually named Eddie, but Murphy wasn't having it. He didn't want audiences to see Eddie Murphy on screen. He wanted them to see somebody entirely new. That's how Prince Akeem of Zamunda was born. Unlike the loud, fast-talking characters Murphy was well known for, Akeem was kind, humble, and innocent, the total opposite of his real-life persona. It was Murphy proving that he could do more than just play himself. He could create a character that felt pure and believable. That decision gave the movie its charm and helped define it as one of the most unique performances he ever gave. Now, while Murphy was busy shaping his perfect cast, the studio had some very different ideas about who needed to be in the film.
Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived. Oh, come on, man. What about Joe Louis?
The Brown Bomber! Now that was a great boxer!
Now, back in 1988, Hollywood wasn't really comfortable with the idea of an all-black cast in a major comedy. Paramount Pictures actually required the filmmakers to include at least one white actor. And that's how Louis Anderson ended up playing Maurice, the cheerful fast food worker at McDonald's. Yeah, it wasn't Eddie Murphy's idea. It was the studio's attempt to make the film more marketable. But funny enough, Anderson's small role became one of the most memorable ones. While that casting choice came from the studio, one of the film's funniest performances came from a decision made entirely out of passion and timing.
That would be something.
Before joining Coming to America, Arsenio Hall was voicing Winston in the real Ghostbusters cartoon. But when the chance came to work alongside Eddie Murphy, he quit the show and jumped on board. It turned out to be the best move of his career. Hall played more than just one role and transformed into several unforgettable characters, including Akeem's loyal friend, Simi.
Simi.
Good news, Akeem. We've been rescued.
And even a nightclub woman in disguise. His versatility added a whole new layer of humor to the movie. Both characters he played felt distinct and hilarious, showing how much range he really had. And speaking of characters, one of the film's most iconic sets nearly got them into some serious legal trouble.
Now see, they got the Big Mac, I got the Big Mick. We both got 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions. But they use a sesame seed bun.
One of the funniest parts of Coming to America was McDowell's, a shameless parody of McDonald's. They had the same uniforms, the same setup, even a similar burger, but slightly different names. The Golden Arches became the Golden Arcs, and the Big Mac turned into the Big Mick. Well, McDonald's wasn't happy and almost sued the production company. To avoid legal problems, the crew created a fake employee manual listing every tiny difference between the two restaurants. In the end, the joke stayed, and McDowell's became one of the most iconic movie sets ever. And hidden inside that same set was a face that movie fans would one day recognize instantly. Before he became one of Hollywood's most powerful voices, Samuel L. Jackson popped up in Coming to America as a fast food robber holding up McDowell's. It was one of his very first credited movie roles, which was, although short, but also unforgettable. Even in that brief scene, Jackson's intensity was impossible to miss. He walked in, demanded cash, and instantly stole the spotlight. Looking back, it feels like a glimpse into the powerhouse actor he'd soon become. Fans still point to this moment as the birth of the Samuel L. Jackson we all know and love today. But the film's casting surprises didn't stop there. The next actor to join the project did it in the boldest way possible.
Yeah, well, look, Daryl, why don't you come by the house tonight? Yeah, about 9 o'clock. Lisa will be home by then.
John Amos, who played Cleo McDonald, didn't get his role through the usual audition process. According to behind-the-scenes stories, he jokingly told the producers that if they didn't cast him, he'd kill them. It was said out of, humor, but his confidence clearly worked and he was given a chance. He brought just the right mix of gruffness and heart to the role, playing the overprotective yet loving father figure who runs McDowell's. His no-nonsense attitude balanced the movie's goofiness perfectly. And while he made his mark with his attitude, another future star quietly made his very first Hollywood appearance in the same film. Before his Oscar wins and leading roles, Cuba Gooding Jr. appeared in Coming to America without saying a single word. He played a young guy sitting in the barber chair, getting his hair cut during one of the film's funniest barbershop scenes.
That's right.
It was blink and you'll miss it small, but it marked the start of his acting career. Nobody knew it then, but that silent cameo would be the first step toward an incredible Hollywood journey. It's one of those cool Easter eggs fans love pointing out once they realize who that quiet customer actually was. But not only the barbershop was filled with surprises, there's one hidden moment in the film that quietly connects to another Eddie Murphy classic. Coming to America actually shares a universe with another Eddie Murphy hit, Trading Places. During one scene, Akeem gives money to two homeless men who turn out to be the Duke brothers from Trading Places, now broke and living on the streets.
Excuse me for a moment, please.
It was a quick cameo, but fans instantly recognized him. This little crossover tied both films together in a fun, unexpected way, creating one of the earliest examples of a shared cinematic universe in comedy. And while that Easter egg was a clever nod, one completely improvised moment in the movie would go on to influence pop culture for decades. One of the funniest moments in Coming to America happens when Randy Watson, the hilariously awkward singer played by Eddie Murphy, finishes his performance and drops the mic. That wasn't in the script. Murphy and Arsenio Hall came up with it on the spot, and the crew loved it so much that they kept it in. At the time, mic drops weren't really a thing, but this scene helped popularize the gesture as a symbol of confidence and comedic flair. Since then, it's been copied countless times on stage, in movies, even in memes. And creativity went to new heights when one of the film's most famous lines wasn't even written in the script. In the barbershop scene, one of the funniest exchanges is when the old men debate boxing legends, and Murphy's character blurts out,
Ali.
His mama named him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
That line wasn't scripted at all. Murphy just came up with it during filming, and it instantly became one of the movie's most quoted moments. It showed off his razor-sharp wit and ability to create comedy that felt natural and unscripted. If you loved any of these facts, drop a like, subscribe, and let us know which one surprised you the most. And hey, don't be like Prince Akeem waiting for destiny. Go and choose your own quest, just as soon as you like and subscribe.